What's up, everybody? Can you guys tell what bike I'm on? It's probably obvious, right? But which one do you think I'm on? The DRT or the original? Well, if you guessed, you had about 1 second to guess, but this is the original Rev 1, and I put it all back to factory, so it's not 72 volt anymore. And funny thing is, I shot this video yesterday and the audio was not recording because guess what? I switched up my video footage. Right now, we are recording in 60 frames per second. So let me know how good the content looks. Let me know if it got worse or better. I'm also not shooting in HDR either because I feel like there's just no difference, but once I actually put it onto the computer and edit it for the first time, I can actually see if there's a difference on my side. But please, since everyone's using different monitors, TVs, tablets, phones, whatever, let me know if this content looks better, and if it does, I'll stay with this because I'm debating if I want to move from the GoPro and go to like DJI or go to something else, because I don't know, GoPro has just been messing up on me lately, but it has been super hot. Right now I think it's 102. Haven't been doing too much content other than the bike reviews that we have been doing. Ow, ow. This is not as comfortable as a DRT, holy moly. It's still a comfortable bike, but wow, what a difference. Absolutely, what a difference. And I mean, this bike has been through it, but I only have like 52 miles on this bike, which is absolutely insane, right? The 72 volt, I think, what are they? They're like, I'm out of here. The 72 volt, I think I had like 150 or 100 miles on it, but this actual motor only has 52 miles. It's nuts. I love this bike. I gotta say, this is not where my YouTube channel started. It obviously started with me buying the Onyx, and the Onyx company went out of business, and the whole refund and all that kind of fun stuff. Then they went back in the business, and I was like, hey, can we work something out? Like, what's going on? They didn't want to deal with me at all. Then I had the Sur-Ron. The Sur-Ron was my first ever bike. I still don't know if I'm ever get rid of that. But this one, other than the Super 73, the Super 73 I did modify to 72 volt, and that was a big upgrade on my channel, and a lot of you guys still come to my page to see what I'm doing, but I was super new when I was doing it. This one I was obviously new on modifying this bike, but I kind of had an idea what I was doing, and this kind of blew up for me. I think I helped ride one up in the community as well, like for modders and stuff, for like people trying to find out what they wanted to do with this bike, and I seriously think it took off after that. And I'm not gonna say I take credit for it. Like, Ride One Up made a fantastic bike. That's why people are buying it. But also the community has to get behind the bike, and that's, I feel like, how these bikes blow up and become bigger than what they are. Anyways, that was a great video for me modifying this to 72 volt. I had fun on it. Made a ton of money selling these bikes, and I did not get this bike for free at all. Thanks. They're gonna try to run it. But I did not get this bike for free. I bought this one myself. The only thing the company gave me was the basket, and I don't have the basket on here anymore because the basket is gonna move over to the 72 volt DRT. Now, I haven't done my research on the DRT and like the dropouts and all like that, but I assume it's all the same frame. They just changed the rear of that bike just a tiny bit. So I'm really hoping there's not gonna be any issues with the DRT, because right now in my garage, I'll put a picture up on the screen so you guys can see, I'm working on getting a Shinko tire on the 3000 watt motor, and it's such a bitch, especially like, oh, I forgot it's not a thumb throttle. Totally forgot. Don't hit me, buddy. And yeah, so at my office, I don't have like soap. I have tire levers, I have 3 of them, but it's still just not going on. It's such a pain in the ass to get motorcycle tires on there without messing up your rim too. You don't want to scratch it all to hell. So I'm bringing soap to the office tonight. Hopefully I'll get it put together. Even trying to get the valve like through the hole because the tire's so like hard and you can't get your hand in there to put it through the hole. Holy shit, man, this bike is hauling ass. If that's right, 41 miles an hour, it's just still going. Holy moly. And it's a pain in the ass. I'm just dealing with that right now, but we're gonna have a DRT at 72 volt. But right now, it has been a very, very like rough week. Last week I worked 40 hours. This week I'm working 40 hours, and on top I'm doing YouTube. So I've been working about 60, 70 hours a week because I gotta film this stuff. And then I also have to, you know, contact companies for doing my thumbnails for me. That kind of takes a little bit off me. Emails and editing is what's killing me. Like, editing is like really what's doing it for me right now. So yeah, it's just a lot of work. But I'm hoping with my vacation coming up, I'll catch up. We still got the Antioquia bike I still got to do. And I got to say, the Antioquia bike is exactly similar to the Romeo Pro 2. I don't understand, like, they have the same headlight, they have the same, like, suspension looking forks, and oh man, there's some other similarities to it that I can't remember offhand, but oh, their battery packs, like, they're the same thing. It's just weird. I don't know if they come from the same company, like same manufacturer, same plant or whatever, and they're just branded different, or maybe they own both those companies. I'm not sure. I am so impressed with this bike. Like, we're doing 37, 38 miles an hour. What the heck? Now, this could be off 1 mile per hour, but still, this is just as fast as a DRT. No issues in off-road mode. Now, this doesn't have boost mode. Oh, and by the way, if you guys wanted to know, don't hit me up if it's been after a month after this video going up, but this bike's for sale. So keep that in mind. 1,300 bucks. I think it's funny that I'm selling it that cheap and no one has said anything on the group pages. Well, at least until this day anyway. It's been up there for 5 days, I think, so far. It's funny because someone else posted the other day, like, hey, should I buy this Rev 1 that this guy is selling? It was a non-full suspension. It was a hardtail. And the guy wanted like 1,800 bucks for it. And I was like, what the heck? And then I'm over here selling a full suspension one with 50 miles on it. Yeah, it has a little bit of marks here and there, but it's pretty much in good condition. And selling it for 1,300 bucks. You just have to come pick it up, that's all. But I just think it's funny that people are out here trying to buy hardtail ones for $1,800, and I'm selling this one for $1,300. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, and I said this earlier, I bought this bike myself. So I'm not taking a loss on it though, because all the content I did on it, like all the videos, all the sales I made from you guys, really appreciate it. Like, I don't take that stuff for granted at all. Like, I love you guys. This bike, when I was getting into earlier in the video, I was saying about how I modified this thing and whatnot. This bike is how I bought my Tesla. Hey, what's that Camry doing? I'm so glad that I bought this bike, reviewed it, had fun with it, and it's just time to go. Like, I'm not sad to see it go, like, it needs to go. I did sell the Road Runner the other day. That was such a fun bike, or scooter, I guess I should say. I had tires for it that I was gonna put on, and just never got to them. And since I didn't get to those modifications and stuff just keeps coming in, I had to get rid of it. My garage is looking like a hot mess. The Antioquia bike is in my house because I have no room for it in the garage. Moving stuff around in my garage is not fun either. What the heck is everyone doing? They drove this way and then went the other way. All right, I don't want to get hit. Hold on, let's just make sure I don't die out here. It's hot, guys, too. Oh my God. I just turned in and then we got this big ass truck. Nice. Oh, you're gonna go over the curb, buddy. All right. It's one way to do it. Please don't go. God. I got the right of way, god dang it. All right. Oh, man, that guy's sleeping out here. He don't have a tire on that bike. He's riding on the rim. All right. Well, I'm here, guys. And this video, just so you know, is just about having fun because it's too hot to do a video review out here. Hey, I always see you in the same spot every day. So on one of my vacation days, if it's not too hot, we'll film the Antioquia bike. So give me a little bit of time on that, and I might take a little break, an actual vacation. I'll try to separate the videos. If I have some stuff go out, like, I'll kind of space them out so there's still content going out, so there's not just like a week of downtime, because I know a lot of you guys just like want content, stuff to watch, and I know how I am on YouTube, so I'm trying to do the same thing and, you know, keep things going. And now what I'm curious to know is how the night footage is gonna look with 60 frames per second. And I gotta make sure I have the mics on this time so I don't have to redo this video for a third time. That would suck ass. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh man, guys. I feel like it hasn't been my day the last couple weeks, man. We got a flat on the bike. I just put it back together. I don't know what happened to it. I don't even have an air compressor or the electric ones. I left it in my car for my Tesla. So there's nothing I can do. I don't know if it's a slow leak, a big leak, whatever, but obviously the tire is completely flat. So Can't show you any riding footage at night to see how this, you know, camera looked. That was like, I was really excited about that. But let's go back to the office right now. I'll show you guys some things that I'm working on, a little sneak peek of stuff that I wasn't gonna show anytime soon. Unless you follow me on Instagram, then you would have saw it. But let's head over to the office. I'm gonna have to leave this thing here. My coworker's gonna have to give me a ride. Be back in a sec. Okay, so it's been about an hour since you saw that last clip. I am now in my office and I'm just trying to hang out and vibe. I love the space. Normally these lights are a little bit darker, but I wanted to lighten it up a little bit. Right now, I have been working on the DRT, the Rev 1. I haven't done anything to it yet, but we have the cage that has a controller in it. It's already mocked up, ready to go. I'm not gonna use that controller unless I have issues, because that's an 80 amp controller. I have a 100 amp controller. And I know a lot of people are gonna say I should have went with a far driver or something like that instead of that one, but I like those, and I have it already bolted up to the cage. I don't want to change too much of anything and drill holes, and it would have probably been cool, but I'm just gonna stick with this setup. So anyways, I got a Shinko tire right here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 110/80/16, so it's supposed to be a little bit taller than what I had on my Super 73. And this is the 3,000 watt motor. Very excited, but one thing I did not check, and I should have checked, was to make sure this was gonna fit, because the other one only had one gear on here, and I'm really hoping that clears. I'm a little worried about it. But right now, I'm off camera. I'm gonna try to use the soap that I have right here, spray it all down, and I gotta just push these on here. But the thing I gotta do first is wherever the valve stem is at, somewhere right here, yeah, there's a hole right here, I gotta get the valve stem through here, and it's a bitch because you can't put your hands in here, and then it also wants to come out on the other side. So I'll be doing this off camera, but stick around for the DRT version of the Ride 1 Up e-bike, because that one's gonna be fun to do. And I don't know how it's gonna be with a 3,000 watt motor compared to the 5,000 watt. I was just hoping it to be a little tiny bit lighter because I really wanted to keep the DRT a little lighter. I should have went with maybe a 2,000 watt motor that was a little bit smaller, not so much power, maybe get up to 45 or so. Maybe I should have even done 60 volt just to give it a little bit more pep, but not make it crazy fast and heavy. But we'll just see how it goes, and I'm hoping to get that done in a couple months. There's a lot more stuff I gotta do, like the Anioki bike has to be reviewed. I said that earlier in the video from today, and I actually said that yesterday, but I was not about to do a third video for you guys. I'm sorry, I was not about to fix the Ride 1 Up e-bike, take it back and forth to work for a third time to make this video. So we're gonna have to see how the 60 frames per second looks at nighttime. I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna look yet. But hopefully it looked okay in my office. I'll turn off these lights again and maybe you guys can tell me how it is. But all right, future Jonathan, real quick in the video. I just want to let you guys know, because when I ended the video earlier, I didn't show you guys that I actually got the tire on and I brought the bike to my office. So we're gonna start working on this bike very soon in here. It's gonna be super nice because I got the AC up in here. I'm not gonna be sweating my ass off. So this is a 3,000 watt motor, you already know that, but we got the full tire on. I got a little bit of marks on the outside of it, not too much. And real quick, I know this quality doesn't probably look the best, but I'm shooting in 1080p because this whole video was 60 frames per second. But I just want to let you guys know the bike's here, everything is here. I got all the tools, the battery, everything, and I'm gonna start this thing tonight. So look forward in the future that this thing is gonna come together sooner than I thought. Anyways, that's it for the video. Sorry I was not able to give you some more content at night, but it is what it is, it happens, and that's just life. So I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys are the true MVPs, and I gotta go edit on this computer over here.